Another great feature in the system in today's tip is the point of sale system or POS system. And so this is tied into the invoicing system, and it does function with a barcode scanner as well. So if you have a barcode scanner, you can take advantage of that and hook it up to your system. Or if you don't have one, then you can manually type in the information as well. So to access your inventory of point of sale items, we're going to go to Admin, POS Invoice Items. And we're going to click that link, and it's going to take us to this page. Here we can search to filter the list of existing items that we have, and we can also add new ones by clicking this tab here. So first, it's going to show all the items that you have currently in stock, and some of them, if you choose to ignore stock, it'll show an X here. You can edit, delete under actions, and it's going to show how many you have in stock remaining, the price, and the name, the stock code as well. So this would be what your barcode would scan, or you can manually enter it, and an image of the item. So the price, even though it's a fixed price here on the front end when creating an invoice, you can actually alter that price if need be. So to show you how to add a new one, we're going to click Add a New Item. And then from there, you can either type in the stock code manually, and so this does accept numerical characters for the serial number, or you can scan the barcode and then it will set the stock code for you. Now these have to be numerical in this field because it's designed for barcode scanning. So you enter in the stock code, and it could be your serial number, whatever you happen to make it up. If you have, let's say, your own stock code, a model code, something like that, put that as the name of the product here, and that could be, let's say you have a product that's like AC12345. Okay, that would go there, and then in your stock code, if you don't have an actual barcode for this particular item, something like that, you can just make one up, but it does have to be numerical in this aspect because it is designed to work with barcode scanning. So give it a name, description, the price, enter the stock that you have if you want to keep track of stock levels. So by default, it keeps track of stock levels. So you could say, I have 21 of these in stock. If it's an item that you have an unlimited supply, simply leave that empty and then change this to ignore stock levels. And that way it'll just assume that you have a million, 100 million of these available to sell. And then under product image, select the image file you want and hit add new item. That's how you add new items into the system, and then they're going to be saved here and accessible on the front end when you're making your invoices. And I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to click into an invoice that we have under finances, and we'll just choose an invoice here. So when creating an invoice, if you have set up items in your POS system, these two buttons will show up here. If you haven't done so yet, these two buttons won't show up because you don't have any items in there yet. So if you want to add an inventory item, there's two ways to do it. One is by scanning with a barcode. So you simply click barcode scanner. At this point, you would scan the item, and then it's going to populate this and then close it, and it'll have added the item in your list. Now, if you don't have a barcode scanner or you're not using one, you can click this button here and you can search. So we're going to go add inventory item, and it's going to show a list of your inventory items, and you can either click this button here or you can search if you haven't found the one you're looking for. So we'll just type in AC furnace, for example, because that one's there, and then we can simply click add to order. Now you can see it pre-populates all the information, but as mentioned before, you are able to change these values as well. So you can change them, or if you need to, or you can go with whatever the default is from the actual item value that pre-populates. So that's essentially how you add the inventory items, and then as long as this is there, when you save this invoice, it's going to take one out of your stock because it's now been removed from your stock and it's on this invoice, right? So let's say you delete this one, it's going to then add that back into your stock because it's not on this invoice anymore. So that's essentially how it works for the POS system. And like I said, you can click barcode scanner and you can scan product items with your barcode scanner, or you can, from the same database, you can click add inventory item, and then you can select them here from the list, and you can also search this list to filter them down. So if you have tons of items in here, you can search, and then it'll select only the items that match the search query. So very, very straightforward how to do that. And it's something that can really help your business in terms of adding things quickly to invoices. The barcode scanner is great. It functions just like a POS system. So you're good to go, and it'll add it to your invoices.